I'm sorry I look like such a mess. I don't know why I look like this on camera. I looked in the mirror over there and I do not look this bad in real life, I promise you. Hey guys, so this video is actually all about my pregnancy. I have currently given birth. I am no longer pregnant, but obviously I was pregnant, and obviously there are things that I could share with you about my pregnancy. When I was writing these updates on my computer, I was actually pregnant at the time and planning on doing each trimester in a separate video. Never got around to it, so it's all in one. Let's get into this video, shall we? So I found out I was pregnant when I was 6 weeks pregnant. So I was 6 weeks pregnant when I found out. I actually had a kidney infection, a really severe kidney infection actually. I was in the hospital because of it, and they sent me for an ultrasound of my kidneys. And so we went and checked what was going on with my kidneys, and while we were there she said,
well, you're 6 weeks pregnant as well.
So I was 6 weeks pregnant and I had a kidney infection. I was actually extremely dizzy in my first trimester and I had lots of bloating. I was extremely scared of having a miscarriage. I wanted this child. It wasn't planned at all, we weren't trying, but I wanted it. And I was extremely scared of miscarriage, which caused me to be extremely depressed to the point where I wouldn't get out of bed. So I was in my mom's house and I was like not gonna get out of bed. I was so depressed. But as you know, I did not have a miscarriage and I'm extremely thankful for that. I had little spurts of heartburn in the first trimester after drinking pop, mostly. I was extremely hungry all the time, which did not end well for me because I was pretty petite before I got pregnant. I was about 130 pounds. At the end of my pregnancy, I was 220. So the extreme hunger didn't help me any. Didn't do me any favors at all. I actually had a silly dream when I was in my first trimester. I was on an airplane and I dreamt of having a baby with me. It was a little child. I couldn't tell if it was a girl or boy, but they had a yellow sleeper on. Flash forward, and a few weeks ago we actually got a package from a friend that had the exact sleeper in it that I imagined on the baby. So that was pretty cool actually. I had extreme acne, like it was all over my face, all over my arms, all over my legs. It was everywhere. We went to a bunch of different doctors because I was so self-conscious of it, and they just basically like were like, use Clean and Clear, use all the acne washes, try something. We can't guarantee anything. I mean, we can try things. Nothing worked. My hair was extremely greasy. It's gotten better now. It just doesn't, it's not greasy right after I wash it like it was when I was pregnant. When I was pregnant, I'd literally get out of the shower and 20 minutes later it'd be greasy again. It wasn't because I wasn't rinsing my hair properly. Like, it happened at the hairdressers, it happened everywhere. It wasn't just me. And my craving, biggest craving in the first trimester was peanut butter with jelly beans. So jelly beans dipped in peanut butter. On to my second trimester. The doctors think that we're having, or thought that we were gonna have a large baby. So they guessed at about 10 pounds, which I'm really thankful that he did not come out at. I had a caffeine overdose. I was still in high school. So I was working on my homework late at night and I was drinking a whole bunch of coffee and iced tea. I know, strange combination, but I was pregnant. And it was about 2 in the morning and I realized I was literally shaking. And I had a caffeine overdose. So I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm having a caffeine overdose. What do I do? And she was like, well, you can't do anything about it. Drink lots of water, flush it out of you. That's all you can really do. So that's what I did. And I didn't sleep that night. I had an extremely swollen nose, which sounds really weird. But my nose got swollen when I was pregnant. The very first time Harry moved in my stomach and I could feel it, I was in a hot bath. I wasn't expecting him to move. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be having hot baths, but I wanted one anyway. I wasn't feeling well. So I went into the tub, turned on the hot water, and I felt him move. And I was so startled. I pretty much was scared to death. I'm pretty sure it was about 2 in the morning and I had to wake up James and tell him that I felt him move. So I had lots of back pain. And I also had a really itchy stomach. It was extremely clumsy. I had no balance left whatsoever. I had lots of stretch marks, which I still do. So, sorry, I had to stand on my tippy toes to show you. Black licorice and cheesies were my craving. So like Hawkins cheesies and black licorice were my life. So I actually had a whole bunch of ligament pain and we had to get an ambulance to come get me and take me to the hospital. So I had this like severe pain below. I'm gonna do this again. So I had the extreme pain kind of like right here in my stomach. And I had no idea what it was. They were like, well, it's not a contraction. I was like, well, I know it's not a contraction. I had gone to the doctors a few times and I was like, this hurts. Why is it hurting? Like, what is it? And they were like, we don't know. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. You'll be fine. And then one night I was coming home and I was walking up the stairs and then I got to my bedroom and I collapsed. Like, it hurt that bad. I was screaming. I was crying. My mom and dad had to phone the ambulance for me. We made our way to the children's... No. Guys, I'm totally an adult. We didn't go to the children's hospital. We went to the Foothills Hospital. And I'm not satisfied with their service at all. They sucked. Like, they were like, well, you're not having contractions, so you're fine. Like, in the 3rd trimester, a lot of people wanted to touch my stomach or touch my baby belly, which was really creepy for me. I didn't like that. I was always thirsty. I was drinking so much water. I was getting a lot of leg cramps. My legs were always cramping. If I was walking, if I was sitting, always cramped. I had quite a bit of pelvic pain from him pushing on it. My boobs were leaking, which was awkward for me. I couldn't sleep because I was always peeing. I was drinking so much water because I was so thirsty. I couldn't sleep because I was so thirsty. I was drinking so much water that I had to get up every hour and pee. I was having quite a few Braxton Hicks contractions. Breathlessness. I was always out of breath. I had extremely swollen hands and extremely swollen feet. My hands are still quite a bit swollen. I can't fit my ring on my finger still. So that's why I wear it around my neck. I thought my water broke. I actually just peed myself, but I thought my water broke. So we went to the hospital. They checked all of it and everything, and it actually wasn't broke. I was having extreme heartburn. Like, I literally carried a bottle of Tums around with me. And then I had low amniotic fluid in the placenta at 36 weeks, and they thought I may need to be induced. My amniotic fluid amount actually went up after that, but then my high blood pressure also shot through the roof, and well, I ended up being induced for that. So I am so exhausted. Like, I should probably be sleeping right now when Harry's not here with me, but I thought I'd update you guys on everything. So yeah, that was everything to do with my pregnancy. Thanks for watching.